welcome back to Cricket for Americans. Nick here.
A depressed and a dejected Gabe, the night watchman here.
Everyone but Gabe understands Gabe's powers. Gabe and I are here. That's right. I finally said it right. Gabe and I. I always say me and Gabe. That's not correct. Gabe and I are here for another episode of Our Three Wickets. And Gabe, he just asked me before we hit the go live button. He said, what's the story on Ben Stokes? This guy chose Ben Stokes as his player to watch out for. Not only does Ben Stokes get a drop, not only does he go down for a duck, but Ben Stokes injures his finger on the catch he did make, breaks his index finger, and what's the result, Gabe?
Me picking him as my fantasy player to look out for. Guy I planted my flag on just cost Ben Stokes the rest of his IPL. He's out, guys.
Done.
You can't make it up. You can't make it up, bro. And then Nick tells me, Dave, you just gotta stop. Okay, we're gonna cut this up. You gotta stop. I'm like, Nick, you're a man of religion. You're a man of conviction. All right, you're a man of the church. You don't believe in curses. You don't believe in none of this stuff.
Now I do.
Dude, you can't make it up, man.
And then yesterday on our 3 wickets, Gabe says, all right, I got the guys now. I'm gonna go with Boomerang. And who was the other one you went with? Well, you did your Ishan Kishan, your vice captain. But I'm going to go with Boomerang. Boomerang's a lock. Now, as far as we know, there's no broken digits for Boomerang. Doesn't get any wickets. Obviously, he's a walking wicket, went out on a golden duck.
Wait, in my defense, all right, he bowled in an unbelievable 18th over. He bowled well in the death. Yes, no wickets, so I didn't give you any fantasy points. But it's not like he got hooted. It's not like he got hooted.
He didn't get blown up, but he can't give you one wicket? Like, why do you not like him? You can't just leave him alone. I need you to start looking at who is going to guarantee not play. That's the guy you're going to pick.
Renil, please, I know you're watching this. Send me the blue soap. Send me the blue soap. I need it.
Send him the blue soap. Someone send him the most expensive soap ever. Someone send him the cheapest soap ever. And someone get some soap from Brad Pitt from Fight Club. We need to get this guy all types of clean. But we are ready to jump right into it. We just had to start with that because you can't make it up. Ben Stokes, we hope that you are on the mend. Rajasthan fans, have no fear. Have no fear. I'm so stubborn. I still got CSK at number 8. All right. So let's go ahead and jump in. Probably not, though. Oh, my gosh. Let's go ahead and jump into this our 3 wickets. I'm going to start off with what I liked. Gabe mentioned it, so I'm going to jump in right now. The death bowling. Oh, my goodness. Let's say, first of all, match versus Mumbai. Yeah. Give it up for the death bowling. Mumbai, KKR. Mumbai gets like a 152 or some nonsense in their innings, right? I'm not sure how you felt, Gabe. I knew it was over. I knew they were going to lose. I figured there's no way they're going to win this match. I know it was in Chennai, but I thought there was no way. It's done.
I'll put
KKR
it up
can't even catch. They can't chase that.
I will tell you right now because somebody asked me in the stream this morning. This is how confident I was in this game. I bought my KKR hat today after those first innings because I'm like, that's right. Right after the first innings before school, of course I did. Right after school said, I'll pay that $8.99 shipping and handling. Criminals. The eBay receipt here, I bought it this morning when KKR was still winning because I was so excited. And then
I thought for sure KKR was gonna win easily. I really did. And they had 80 something after 10 overs. Like, this is over. It's done. Whatever. Mumbai loses. I still wasn't worried about Mumbai's season, but I was like, oh, they're going to start 0-2. Great. Right. The death bowling. In my short career as a cricket fan, I have never seen death bowling to this magnitude. In 5 overs, they give up 20 runs. 20 runs? Unikat's like, I can do that by myself, my friend. Right? I had to do it. Sorry, Unikat. 20 runs in 5 overs. You got Boomerang with 2, right? You got Krunal with 2, and you got Bolt with 1. And yeah, Bolt only had 1. He got 2 wickets in the final over. Right. The death bowling was the greatest I've ever seen. And think about this game. 20 runs is all they gave up. Nobody gives up that few runs. I have never seen it in my short career. I absolutely loved it. It saved the match for Mumbai. They're supposed to be 0-2. KKR, I know you're allergic of Mumbai, but you should be ashamed of yourselves.
Man, going to what I like, Nick, and that's it. You're going to talk about the deaf bowling, you guys. Going to what I like, okay? I like the bowling as well. Collectively, KKR held Mumbai Indians down to that putrid 152. Their deaf bowling was nothing to sneeze at, okay? My man, Russ,
Gosh.
2 overs and got himself a fifer, a Michelle Pfeiffer. Oh, it's so sexy. Their bowling was on point, bro. Patty Cummings, 4 overs, 24 runs, 2 wickets. As a matter of fact, Patty Cummings had the second lowest ERA and ERA. There goes my baseball talk. Patty Cummings had the second lowest economy rate behind your boy Krunal Pandya, who's ridiculous. He was unbelievable today. My gosh, he was he was unworldly when it comes to bowling. But the bowling was unbelievable. All right, in the death overs, for KKR as well, their bowling did their job. That's what I liked. I also like Nitish Rana and Shubman Gill, because Nitish Rana, they say he can't put up back-to-back good games. Well, he had 57 on 41, 121 strike rate here, cousin. Highest scorer for KKR, but I believe both sides. And then we had Shubman Gill, 33 off 24. That's what I like. You know what I mean? Like I said, it was all about the bowling and only those 2 batters for KKR today.
All right, we're going to jump right into what we dislike. Those are great points because Andre Russell, 2 overs, 5 wickets. I mean, it was laughable what he was able to do. I thought he won the match. I really did with what he was doing there. We're going to jump into what we dislike, but Gabe, I'm going to throw a little curveball, so I'm going to let you go first. I'll explain my curveball next.
So what did I dislike? The batting collapse. Every great bowling performance, like Nick said, oh, this was an unbelievable D20 run. That just means the other side collapsed. It was disgusting. Oh my, bro, batting collapse. 14 overs, right? Right before the death, in 14 overs, they had 113 for 3. That's where they were at. 113 for 3. Bro, they needed 39 off of 36 balls. I repeat, 39 off of 36 balls. That's a ball. Are you serious? And they collapsed, Nick. They absolutely collapsed. It was disgusting. They, like you said, 20 runs in the death over. It was an embarrassment. It was an absolute embarrassment. I'm disgusted with it. And honestly, it was bad. And I can't even name one person. I told you only 2 batters did well. The rest of them were trash. Absolute trash. Another thing I disliked, stop it with the Harbaran Singh. Stop it. He's either going to be a part of your side or he's not. He's not some novelty. I know the guy's an actor. Man, he is good looking. I'm jealous, dude. Good looking dude. All right. But being honest, all right, what are you doing? The first game, 1 over. The second game today, 2 overs. When you only gave Russell 2 overs and you saw what Russell did, use that as a batting, or at least get an all-rounder that can actually hit there. You could have used 10 more runs today, huh? Easily. If you're going to use them as a novelty, then just don't use them at all. Come on, Owen Morgan. Fix this. You're the captain. I was given you should be. There's nobody in the world right now that doesn't think KKR should be 2-0 right now. They should easily be 2-0 right now. But if you're going to use him, and when on Harbaran Singh, nothing personally against him. For 1 over in the first game and 2 overs here, you're not using them really, then don't eat up a batting lineup and literally leave your lineup to 7. And after that, everybody's a walking wicket. And they were today just walking wickets, all right? Both feasted on those guys. And I'll tell you what, I watched those innings. Bro, both didn't have to get the tough guys. And you know who really was impressive? Bro, Russell had wanted no parts. Even the announcer said, man, why is KKR playing so aggressive? Oh, they realized Bumrah still has 2 overs to bowl. And they were like, you know what I mean? They wanted no parts of Bumrah. No parts of Bumrah, bro. Embarrassing. Get me another batsman in there. Get me another all-rounder, because you're wasting a spot with Harbaran Singh. Gosh.
Oh. Now, I do know, because of our reaction to the movie he was in, the trailer, people said he has been able to go off from time to time. But to play devil's advocate real quick, one person could argue that Owen Morgan played those 2 guys beautifully. Harbaran Singh did a very good in the power play, those first 2 overs that he gave you. And then Andre Russell in the death, 2 overs and 5 wickets. One can argue that he separated those 4. In hindsight, Sid was a guy that almost got who he gave a whole bunch of runs, right? But one can make that argument. I see what you're saying. I really do, because he's not known for the bat, that's for sure. And he's known for that spot, at least from what I understand. All right. So I'm breaking the rules a little bit, because what I disliked and what I learned is going to go together. It's going to be a little more lengthy. So I'm going to go ahead, break the rules. Gabe's going to hate me. I got a second thing I liked. I got to mention, I'm going to give some credit to Gabe because he put me onto this and he was right. Shahar, right? Rahul Shahar, R. Shahar. Excuse me. I have never given this guy love. I don't have too much confidence. He got 4 wickets today, less than 30 runs, economy rate of under 7, I believe. And then Gabe's like, look at his history against KKR. I did the history in the past. Okay. Last season in 8 overs, okay, 8 overs, he got himself 4 wickets combined and he got 44 runs is all he gave up. 44 runs in 2 matches. Economy rate of like 6 or some nonsense, less than 6. This guy loves KKR. It showed today. He got all 4 wickets he got last year just today. Absolutely amazing. That was the second thing I liked. Shahar, I got to give it to you, my friend.
No, for sure, bro. And I was texting Nick because I was so mad at myself. Like, I wanted to go with him as my fantasy guy, but really, I was like, I have to. Like, the Russell numbers just popped off at me because of how bad Russell was. Let's be honest, with the stick the first game, and how Boomerang has owned him over the last year. So I'm like, man, I wanted to go with that, but it is what it is. Nick, I want to go ahead and give you the opportunity to go with what you learned. Unless you want me to jump in that first.
I got it. Hopefully, it's not going to be too lengthy or too confusing. So once again, we have a match here with Mumbai, where that middle order doesn't really do too much. And I'm talking about Pandya, and Pollard, okay? They don't do too much, right? Today, technically, specifically, let me give you the numbers. Hardik Pandya, 15. Kieron Pollard, 5. Krunal Pandya, 15. Okay? So that's combined 35. And they win. They actually win. Last match, they didn't combine for too much, and they lost. So I started thinking, and this is what I learned. I absolutely dislike the middle order whatsoever, but at the same time, I don't. And let me explain this. This makes no sense to me. I put the numbers of I didn't put Rohit Sharma. I didn't put Sky because I think we both agree those are the anchors of their batting lineup the last season and this season so far. I didn't include their numbers because they're always going to give runs for the most part. I put down Dekak, Kishan, Pandya, Pollard. But I'm going to focus on those bottom 3, the Pandya brothers and Pollard. Last season, in 11 of their victories, get this, in 11 of their victories, 7 of those victories, those 3 in the middle order combined for 32 or less. Combined for 32 or less, which means they're not providing too much help. Okay? Right. In the 5, and an average of all the wins, they averaged 32 exactly. Combined, not individually, combined. Right. In the 5 losses last year, their highest or their lowest was 35. They averaged 59 in their losses combined. So based on this math, and I'm looking at my things right here, they averaged 32.3 in their wins. They averaged 59 in their losses. They scored 35 combined was their lowest in their losses. After that, 75, 76, 69, 41. So when these guys do well, Mumbai loses. Right. When these guys do not so well, it doesn't really matter. Now, obviously, I know it matters. Obviously, I'm not saying get rid of those three guys before the auction because they don't contribute. I'm not saying that whatsoever. But I'm just looking at 7 out of 11 wins, 32 or less. And most of those were a lot less than 32 combined, which what I learned is this. All you need is Rohit Sharma, Sky, with a compilation of Dekak and Ishan Kishan, okay? Those 3 in the middle order, to Gabe's point, shows the depth of this squad. They don't need them to win. You're going to take them, and those runs are going to help. And I'm so curious, the comment section is going to blow up. Look at the facts. Look at the facts. 7 out of 11, they got less than 32 combined. That's how crazy deep this team is, and that's why I'm not too mad that the middle order once again stunk it up today for me.
And I think that, to your point, when the top order does better, they win games. That's just the bottom line. They win games. And when Sky and Rohit are on, they're on. When those guys have to score a larger amount of runs, that means they're coming in earlier when they're not as comfortable, and it's harder for, even though they may score more individually, it doesn't help the team, right? Because you're missing a 40 or a 50 from Sky, or a 40 or 50 or 80, whatever it is from Rohit. So that, to me, that absolutely makes sense. And it goes.
And the crazy thing, real quick, with the depth of that, it's not as many games as you would think where they just didn't bat at all. More than wins, they actually batted than did not bat because the opening guys just did too good.
That's a pretty good stat right there. So I'm gonna go to what I learned, and this is gonna be really, really quick. All right, right now, you got to learn how to win. All right, and what I say about that is this game was there for KKR's taking. Okay, and they lost. They crumbled. They did what they had to do. Don't talk to me about the sticky pitch. Yeah, it was sticky for both sides. Obviously, it's low scoring total on both sides. All right. But since 2008, Nick, these teams have met up a total of 27 times. All right. You just give me a number. What would you think the series split is between the two sides?
29 matches.
27 matches.
27 matches. Just because they haven't been able to sniff a win the last few seasons, I'm going to say they got 10 wins out of the 27. KKR did.
If you were a gambling man, you would lose, my friend. KKR, out of the 27 matches, has only been able to win 6 matches. The series since 2008. And these are the rivals, right? Mumbai versus KKR. All right, bro. SRK can't even walk on the field in Mumbai. They don't care who he is. That's how serious this rivalry is. Yeah, they've won 6. And Mumbai's won 21 of those matchups, all right? They threw today's win away. That's not including today's win. Now it's 22-6. You got to learn. It's like the Yankees and the Red Sox. The Red Sox had to learn how to beat the Yankees because that was their nemesis. No matter how good the Red Sox were every year, it was just the idea of, oh, man, these are the Yankees. And I think that's what's going on with KKR right now. The idea that, oh, man, this is Mumbai. You got to get over that because you had this game in the bag. And to me, that just tells me it's not even a talent thing anymore. It's a mentality. You know what I mean? You gotta have that belief that, yeah, we can get over the hump and beat this team. Guys, look it up. From 2008 to 2011, 8 matches, they won 1 and lost 7. From 2012 to 15, 8 matches, they won 4. That was the best they did. They split it 4-4. And from 2016 to 2020, currently, they've won 1 match and lost 10. Make it 11 with today. Come on, man. Oh, Nick, now I am almost afraid to do this section, but I'm going to stand on it. And you know why? Because I don't believe in curses. I don't.
You need to start.
I got to do it. My fantasy player for tomorrow's matchup. All right, RCB versus the Sunrisers.
Why do you gotta do it to my team? Come on, don't even think about it.
I'm going with the alien, ABD, baby. I'm going with the alien. That's right. Listen, hear me out. In 3 matches last year, all right, this is a repeat, by the way. This is payback for RCB because it was the Sunrisers that bumped them out in the playoffs, all right? So this is a payback. But in 3 matches, your boy ABD had 51, 24, and 56 respectively. This guy shows up, and Daddy's putting him on his fantasy team, and he's my captain. That's what I'm saying. Thank you so much, IPL.
You're ridiculous. I have AB written down. I'm erasing it right now. My backup, my safe picks, I think he's going to go off. I think both captains are going to go off, actually. Virat Kohli. How dare you? I have AB written down. My other guy to look out for SRH is Sandeep Sharma. Last time he played against RCB, he got himself a few wickets. I think he got Virat Kohli's wicket as well. This guy knows what he's doing. He didn't have, in my opinion, his best first match. I think he's going to bounce back. Obviously, for tomorrow's match, I got RCB winning it. I'm not going to go against RCB. I got them winning it. Gabe, who you got winning tomorrow?
I got SRH win. SRH won the series last year 2-1. Okay, even though they split the season series, they beat them in the playoffs. I got SRH winning it. So, I got to go with the numbers, bro. Got to go with the facts.
I do want to say the one win that RCB had against SRH, they destroyed him. But We are so appreciative that you tuned in for our 3 wickets today. Let us know what you think about our crazy stats and our research, all that kind of stuff. Let us know what you think about our thoughts. For anyone that's confused, I am thrilled that Mumbai won. Absolutely. I just cannot believe they won. I am in utter shock. If they would have lost again, I would not have been freaking out whatsoever because I know what Mumbai does. Now they're going to rattle off 7 or 8. Thank you, KKR, for this easy win. Appreciate it. It was your win, but you didn't want it, so we'll take it, as Mumbai fans will, and the team. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you for tuning in each and every single day. And until next time.
That's 6 runs.